What's up, YouTube? And today I want to dive right into that title. Does it matter to really, have a one type set in this game, Harry Potter's Wizards Unite? Um, and I'm gonna get straight to the point with you. I really don't know. Now, before you leave, what this video covers is just I do a comparison. On the left, I do a different one type compared to the one on the right. Now, my first battle, I just kind of was doing it quick, walking around, wobbling and stuff like that. So you will see that. So after that first, I was like, okay, let me sit down and just try to do this legit here. And so with the wand on the left, on my second profile, I use M Wood, which I'm going through right there. It's just like, and what M Wood was produces the fewest accidents in casting, uses with more magical dexterity and native dignity, is what is said for that. I use unicorn hair for consistency magic, and you can go through this while you're making your own one, just to see what I'm talking about here, because I'm just kind of flying through it. Flexibility of the wand can determine the adaptability, which means I should be able to just kind of, because I can't, means I shouldn't have to be so sturdy with like the spells and things. And then making a longer one, which means dramatic style of casting versus a shorter one for more refined spell work. So just to show you in this battle here, what I was doing was just trying to go quick on the left and go a little bit more. And like I said, that was ugly right there. But like I said, it was like I was walking with two phones at the time and trying to play the game, and it just wasn't working out. So after this one, I do catch it on the right. It was looking kind of messy right there. But as the battles progress, and they are going to be the similar ones just because I'm walking in the same area. But it seemed like to me that was relatively the same. Now, it could be like the placebo effect. I think that's the right word for it, where I'm thinking like, oh, this one type might have helped me if I do it this way. But that wasn't the case as I broke it down, because even before this, there goes the same spell, and I do get this animal on my phone on the right, and you see it's taking me forever to catch that. But like I tried doing it the fast way on the left again, just kind of sticking to how my one should allow me to cast, and you can see it's not really working out. As far as catching now on the right, I did eventually catch that one, and I do catch this one right here as well. So I'm just getting good. It's not really great. And like I said, same animal right here. As far as casting, I did more refined, and it seems like I got fair, like on the right. And you can see just like I did catch it right there, but it still was a fair catch. So they could have easily been a miss. And by all means, like my main profile is on the right side, so it's not trying to be biased or anything, but just trying to figure out like, does this really make a difference in this game? And so, while this plays out, what I did try to do as well was go slow on the left, because that one was technically based off of just how everything was explained. It should work better going faster than slower, versus going slow with it. And then on the right, it should work better going more refined, more slower than it did going faster. And the reason I say that is that I'm about to explain right now. So on the left, like I was saying, I said kind of quick earlier, but I kind of want to go into detail right now. Now, as you pick the wood on your wand, they have all these descriptions, and I explained a little bit about the wand on the left before. So what I'm gonna do is explain the one on the right this time, and while that loads up that same enemy right there, you see as I try to go quick with the same one, I do catch that guy. But back to what I was saying. The one on the right, so that's my main profile. I changed it up just for this experiment. I chose Elderwood. Now, the description for Elderwood was that is the rarest wood to be used in wine making. The reputed or reputed. I can't speak right now. I can't say that word, but whatever. We're just gonna let it fly. I don't know. Reputed, I guess. I'm feeling like that's not it. But the rarest wood to be used in wine making, and is to be incredibly unlikely and difficult to master. So I chose that one. And then I chose the Phoenix Feather, I believe, which produces the greatest range of magic and shows the most initiative. They are the hardest to tame. Phoenix feather ones are often the pickiest when choosing its owner. I went with like the hardest, which was brittle, as far as flexibility. And like as I was kind of mentioning, was flexibility of the one can determine the adaptability of your spell work, and also denotes the one loyalty to its wielder. So I chose like flexibility hard because the more flexible it means the more adaptable it should be, correct? So I was like, all right, let's go with the shortest one. So I got the two, like I got the hardest wood, got kind of like the most iffy as far as core making magic, and I went completely the shortest you can get, which was 9.5 inches, I believe. And what what it said, the length of the one can reflect the personality of its user. Longer ones may suit those with more dramatic style of casting, while shorter ones can be used for more refined spell work. So what I did here was I just kind of went on two opposite ends of the spectrum as far as picking a one. With the right side, I chose like the harder to master one, more difficult one that you can probably use to like go a little bit slower. Which at first I was just going slow with this one, and on the left I was just going fast with that one. As you can see right there, I was just trying to go quick, and I did get some greats in there. But when I really went into it and dove in, it really didn't matter. Like you see, I didn't catch that guy going quick. Now I eventually did some more where I went slow, and even the night before when I was just testing on the phone on the left, that was my second profile, I really didn't see a big difference. Now in terms like on the right, if I go slower, I should have, more successes. But I didn't go fast that one. But the thing about this test is it's not 100% accurate, because if you go fast, you obviously will mess up, right? And if you go slower, you will get a better chance at hitting that, spell. But the thing that plays out into this is when you go into like casting a spell, you have a little meter at the top, a green meter, which you'll go into right now as these two bottles pop up. And you see that little meter right there. As soon as you start your spell, it counts down, and that's what what causes the difference between your master, your good, or great. Oh, brief interruption. This was taken from earlier part of the video. As you see on the left, I went way faster than I did on the right, but I yielded better results. If you look at the meter, now you can play that back and actually see that it's the same guy, same threat level, same everything. The only thing is that I did slow on the right because I thought that one does better slow than the one on the left where I did it fast. In reality, it basically was the same. I did worse because I did slow. No real difference. It's been a masterful, fair, good, or great. Now, the first time I ever got a fair, and the only time so far, was doing this video, which would help me better explain just the casting in this portion, was just if you do that, the faster you are, the more likely you are to get masterful as soon as you start that spell. But if you do it all sloppy, then it counts against you. So let's say if I got a good with like a little red line, it actually goes back. It actually goes back and counts against you versus with you. And so just a lot of things like that, like I was catching, and just like I don't really think it's a big difference. I think for the most part, it's very preference based on how you want your one. I didn't really see a difference in my test here. Now I could be wrong. It could be for something later, or it could be something I haven't tested long enough to see. But I really wasn't seeing any difference as far as that went. But I hope this helped you, just so you don't just think just that hold off on your one or anything just because of that. But again, I appreciate you very much for coming by. Thank you, and very appreciated. So if you enjoyed the video, leave a like. If you didn't, leave a dislike. But I do appreciate you coming by, no doubt. So